Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Perfect. I can't believe these niggas. I can't. Last week before the fight, the day before the fight, the day of the weigh-in, the feds come knocking at my door. The feds come knocking at my door. What I do? What you booked me for? I'm sitting in I'm sitting in the back of the squad car looking goofy as a motherfucker. I'm thinking I'm get ready for Bud and Canelo. I'm thinking I'm about to do the watch party. I thought I was gonna be able to join Bang on the watch party and we lock in and oh man, this how y'all do me? Huh? This how y'all do me? In between time, my old head, Ricky Hatton passed away. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna beat Floyd that night. Costa Zoo said when he fought him, he couldn't breathe. He said, this motherfucker's on my head, I can't breathe. I said, damn, he gotta be mean. The same Costa Zoo that got my man Zab out the way, I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie. So when I seen that, and then I heard Costa Zoo say that about Ricky Hatton, I'm like, Ricky Hatton must be crazy. I mean, I already was watching Ricky Hatton fight. I seen a few fights before he fought Floyd. But as I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, he do be pressing. And he like touching that liver. You feel me? That's crazy how y'all do me. That's crazy how y'all do me. That's what the game is now? That's what's going on? We reporting old videos? It was an old ass comedy skit, John. It's cool though. We here. Perfect. GHB TV. What's going on? Where they at? Pull up. I see my folks is here. We 84 deep right now. We 4 minutes in and we 84 deep. So I know y'all fuck with me, but I need to really feel it. When I was upstate, I don't know, man. Shit was kind of crazy. It was getting cold, man. It was getting cold. Shout out to everybody that wrote me letters, man. I got y'all. I still got y'all letters in the box over there. I got y'all letters. Shout out to everybody that wrote me, man. Shout out to everybody shot me a donation, man. Put something on my books. Shout out to my man Bang picking up the phone, man. Shout out to Brandon Alasheet picking up the phone. My man Key picking up the phone. My man Mill picking up the phone. Shout out to my man 2 Cents for always being sturdy, holding shit down while I was going. I was still able to, you know what I mean, to run through a couple pages too. I was still able to check out some YouTube while I was away. You know what I'm saying? Did me dirty. Huh? Did me dirty. Shout out to my man Bang holding it down, man. Bang was keeping me updated with a lot of shit while I was away. Come on, man. That's crazy. We talking about Bud and Canelo Eve. That's how y'all. Damn, that's history right there. Y'all know I'm in history for a negative reason, but I'm back. I'm home. They booked Greg Hackett on the eve of Canelo and Bud. Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. 8 cents. You know I had the phones in there. You know I had, and I was charging to get other niggas' phones. You know how I go in there. Stop playing with me. Come on, man. Somebody get him out of there. His name Clap Cheeks. Get him out of here. Let me see who trigger finger the quickest, man. I'm definitely a spirit, gang. Omic original 2 Cents at the same time. He could have doubled. Yeah. He could have, yeah. One to the body, one to the head. Stop playing. That's crazy. How y'all do that to me? How y'all ban me for a week? I'm sitting here like a fiend. The people like, G, what's wrong? G, what's going on with you? I can't go live for a fucking week. This how y'all do me? Hey, yo, Bud Canelo, man. Free the political prisoners. Ain't that right? Ain't that the truth? That's how y'all do me and what I do to y'all. That's my thing. What I do to y'all that you had to dig in the crates. What I do to y'all that you had to dig in the crates and find an old video and call it bullying. That's crazy. They sat me down for a week for bullying. Shout out to all my guys up top. So I'm gonna send y'all them pictures too. Oh yeah, they watch GHB TV in the jails too. Trust me. Free the guys. What my man Bang say? Free the guys. They watch us in the jails. That's crazy. JD said, "Thanks, G, for keeping." He said, "Thanks, G, for keeping it solid and not going Nino Brown route. CMB for life." This shit bigger than Greg Hackett. Hey, gang, why they do that to me? Huh? Hey, foreign, I ain't go crazy yet. I'm about to go crazy. I ain't go crazy yet. That's crazy how y'all do me. Pull up, man. Stop playing. Send this live to your grandmom, your aunt, your sister, your cousin on your dad's side, your uncle on your dad's side, your uncle on your mom's side. Send it to your brother. Send it to your mom closest friend. Send it to your mom closest friend. Tell her to send it to all her kids. Tell her kids to send it to their homies. Tell their homies to give it to their teachers. Tell the teachers to give it to their cousins, their brothers, their sisters, and their aunts. Stop fucking playing with me. I'm a spirit. Huh? He said, I ain't telling nobody from Harlem. That's out of pocket. Huh? Stop playing with me. From the comments that I'm getting, the negative comments that I'm getting right now, I know exactly who this came from. I know who it was that'll dig deep enough in the crates and try to sit me down, but we ain't gonna give you no light, family. You a fiend. We gonna holler at you. We got people. I'm getting stronger every day. I'm not gonna say I'm Larry Hoover. I'm not gonna say I'm Larry Hoover. I'm not gonna say that. I ain't gonna go that far. But I'm something like him. I'm something like him though. Keep playing. I got you. I missed a week's worth of work. That's equivalent to any of y'all not being able to do what y'all do for a week. Miss some paper, miss some time with the people. Come on, man. Y'all playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. Fill them up. Send this to everybody. This is going to be one of the ones they need to watch. And I know I've been rambling off for 10 minutes, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. I mean, you know, I could just be out here on some bullshit, but I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to talk to my people. This is what I like to do. Especially a fight like this. A fight like this, y'all do this to me. That's how y'all feel. I know who really rocking though. It's cool. I've been seeing I've been seeing the other lives going down and people showing love. Chi-Chi in the house. Appreciate you, Chi-Chi. I've been seeing the other lives go down and I've been seeing how, you know what I mean? The men been holding it down. I appreciate the love and support. Shout out. I'm gonna tell y'all who really helped me get through my bed. The queens of boxing talk. They've been telling niggas to pull their titties out. Shout out to the queens, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Like button looking light. Bang said, get Bang said they been smoking shit. You ain't never lied, cuz. They been telling niggas to pull their titties out. That's the funniest shit I heard in a long time. Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, I might steal that one. I might have to steal that one, ladies. I'm sorry. That's the one. Stop playing, you bitch ass nigga. Pull your titties out. No, I don't live in Jersey. Stop asking questions about my personal life. We here. He said Dame Dash suing Cameron for 300 M's. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't want no trouble with that. You know I ain't break it down yet. I'm ready to really get into it. I'm just catching up. I've been away for a minute. I can't believe they did this shit to me. I don't know how to feel. I ain't even clean. I'm so excited. I ain't even clean my screen. I ain't even clean the screen up. Is that a little better? Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me clear? Gotta clean the screen up, man. That's crazy. That's all I want. I don't want no trouble. I just want the love. I don't want all the money in the world and all that. I just want some love, gang. That's crazy how y'all doing me. That's crazy. Somebody reported an old video. And then the shit actually went through. I couldn't believe it. You feel me? PC, that's up to you, PC. That's up to your hands. Shit been going on. It's been a lot of shit going on, though. I've been showing love, though. And I made sure me and my man Bang, I figured out a way me and Bang could do the Sunday dinner. So we did the Sunday dinner. That was a banger. You know what I'm saying? Then we did the smoke show. Smoke show's a banger. Make sure you subscribe to Fighting Words with Bang. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to Tago and Clip. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go fuck with my guy Foreign, just cuz. Fuck with 2 Cents. I don't know if 2 Cents gonna start a joint, but fuck with 2 Cents, man. That's my guy. Angry White Man. Gotta go fuck with him. That's my guy. Funny as shit. Dean by any means. Go fuck with him. Najee Cigar Talk. Go fuck with him. You know? This shit crazy. That's crazy. All the crazy videos I done seen about myself on YouTube, I ain't never report nobody page. I never did it. That's crazy. Talking about my loved ones. I ain't never do that. Talking about my loved ones. This was a below the belt joint. Somebody got it out for me. Somebody went below the belt on this one. Got me reported before Bud and Canelo. That's crazy. Then Bud go in there and do his thing, and then oh man, I almost got mad at the whole system. I almost said, man, fuck this YouTube shit. But why would I do that? I'm a spirit, gang. Stop playing with me. I be having fun, man. This is my shit right here. Yo, shout out to the good sister Naima, too. Ooh, look what I got. I wasn't even in Vegas. Look what I got. I got a guide to Saudi Arabia. That's first of all. That came with the Ring magazine. Hold on, let me bust this open. Now, this is my first time opening this. It's still in the plastic, as you can see. Look, official Ring magazine. My goal is to get this signed by Canelo and Bud. That's my goal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what's going on. You feel me? Like I said, good sister Naima looked out for the boy, Greg Hackett. I love it. This one of them gifts like you be like, oh man. Oh man. For me? It's my first time opening it. Taking it out the plastic right now. I'm scared to read this motherfucker. I don't want to damage it. I don't even want to open it up for real, but I gotta open it up. Sister Rashonda was popping. Tago said, check your Twitter. Your DM on Twitter. Oh, you shouldn't have. Real shit. A bar C. Real shit. Snack Crawford was running. Come on, man. You sound dumb. Crawford was doing damage. That straight left hand was out of this world. This is my guide to Saudi Arabia. You feel me? You feel me? Whoop-dee. I don't know how to say that first name. Tarkus Box. I appreciate the love and support. I hear people saying Inoue is pound for pound #1. Tell him to come up to 147 and fight Bud and see what the monsters say then. These people are on meth. You right about that. Bud Crawford is clearly the #1 fighter in the world pound for pound. Let's not do that. Let's not get disrespectful. But we not even going to. Shit like that we can't even really pay attention to. For me. 2 Cents said, little old me. No, I don't think that was Mama Skull. I don't think that. This was a personal joint. I knew exactly where this came from. All right, look, y'all. First time busting open the Ring Magazine edition. Canelo and Bud. I'm trying to keep this joint in mint. Oh, did it come with a... Oh, okay, so this come with it. Poster. I could throw that up on the walls all. On the wall of fame. Nice little poster. Okay. I'm liking where this is going. This is the actual mag. This joint thick. You feel me? This is crazy. Oh yeah, this is crazy. There's a lot going on in here. Yeah, it's a lot going on in here. This is gonna be nice. It's gonna take me like 4 years to read it, but this is gonna be nice. This gonna be real nice, gang. We here, man. What's poppin'? Clip in the house. Where my man Clip at? He said, just like we like our women, thicker than cold nacho cheese. That boy ain't lying. Hey, Bang, you always know what to say. Hey, you ain't lying. If it ain't thick, I don't want that shit. Get that shit back, cousin. No, we here though, y'all. We here. That nigga said thicker than cold peanut butter. Damn. I ain't never had cold peanut butter. God damn. Hey, yo, Greg Hackett. We here, official breakdown. Bud and Canelo. I didn't get to give my opinion or my version or the way I seen things. I didn't really get to speak on it the way I wanted to. I mean, I got on some channels. Me and Bang definitely did the Sunday dinner and the smoke show. Go check that out. Fighting Words with Bang. Go check that out. I think I jumped on Fanon for a little bit. I think I jumped on I did a little bit with Mill City. Brian Norman was on there, Senior, and Kenny Ellis. And I did a couple channels. What's the deal? I did a couple channels, but this is my first, you know what I mean, real breakdown. 11-1 is tapped into your Twitter. Yeah, I definitely had it 11-1 after watching it. I'm going to explain why. And a lot of it had to do with the way the fight was fought. I gave it an 11-1 score, and I was being non-biased. Trust me, I was being non-biased. I had no ties to either team, so I could only be biased. I mean, I could only be 100 on it. I'm sorry. But the honest to God truth, the fight was fought at Bud Crawford's pace. The entire fight was being fought at Bud Crawford's pace. He controlled everything that was happening in that ring. I swear on everything. Whenever they got inside, it was because Bud wanted to be inside. Whenever they was on the outside, it's because Bud wanted to be on the outside. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to honestly tell you, if you really pay attention If you pay attention to the pace of the fight, everything that was happening because Bud Crawford was creating that to happen. He was making it happen. I'm telling y'all. That's my first thing. I scored it 11-1. The reason I scored it 11-1 is because Bud Crawford really controlled the entire pace of the fight with Canelo Alvarez. That's the first thing people need to understand. If you pay attention, this is what Bud took from Floyd Mayweather. That was very important. And I honestly wanted to see if he was going to do it. I don't know. I don't know 100% if I spoke on this. And I'm going to be fair. I'm not one of them people that's going to say, I told you so. I told you, Bud. I told you. No. I kept saying 50-50 fight. We got a great fight on our hands. That's all I said. I said 50-50 fight. We have a great fight on our hands. Either man can win. That's how I felt. I'm not going to act like one of them people that was like, yeah, man, Bud gonna clip him. Bud gonna do this. Bud gonna do that. Nah, I was dead in the middle. I was dead in the gray area. I was stuck right there because it was things I thought Canelo could do to pull a fight off, and it was things that I thought Bud could do to pull the fight off. The question was for Canelo: is Canelo gonna get tired? The question for Bud was, can he handle the strength factor, the power factor? Well, how will he deal with that? You know what I'm saying? That was my whole. So that's why I came up with the 50-50. Now, after watching the fight, after scoring the fight 11-1, the reason I scored it that way overall was because the fight was fought at a Bud Crawford's pace. Listen to what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. The fight was being fought at a Bud Crawford's pace. Anytime Bud Crawford wanted to stay behind his jab, he was able to do that. Anytime Bud Crawford wanted to get on the inside, mix it up, he was able to do that. Anytime Bud Crawford wanted to stop the action, smother the work of Canelo Alvarez, wrap him up, turn him, hold on to him a little bit, push him off, he was able to do that. Anytime Bud Crawford wanted to let combinations go, he was able to do that. That's why I scored it 11-1. Great fight. Don't get it fucked up. Great fight. I actually got the fight about to start playing in the field. I said I might as well throw it on again while I'm talking to y'all. But I did a breakdown actually on X. It's actually on there, a full fight breakdown on X. But here's the official. Here's the official. Now, before the fight, we heard a lot of things. We did. Bud Crawford may be scared of Canelo. I remember again, I'm going to say it again. I remember Showbiz was like, I think he's scared of Canelo. I think Canelo got him a little nervous. He said, I seen something in his eyes. Bud said, scared. Y'all tripping. So the next press conference, Bud made sure he put his hands on Canelo. Gave him a light shove. I ain't gonna act like it was the biggest push in the world. Gave him a light shove. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me. We here. We in the building. Canelo gave him a look like, oh, all right, I see what you on. Okay, I see what you on. You trying to play. Okay. Which was smart for Bud Crawford because that was a major piece in the fight. Him not being afraid of Canelo. Not because everybody is afraid of Canelo. It's just because when you really watch Canelo Alvarez fights, man, these guys mentally and physically fold in front of our eyes. You know what I'm saying? These guys mentally and physically fold in front of our eyes. AC, every time I watch the fight, I got the volume down. I got the volume down right now. They get ready to start in a little bit. I got the volume down. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch fights with the volume on. Stop disrespecting me. This is what I started to talk about. And I got sidetracked. But this is what I started to talk about. It was one thing that Bud Crawford took from the recipe Floyd Mayweather used. The very first round, Bud imposed his will on Canelo and let him know he was in the building by stepping to him. A minute and 30 seconds went by before Canelo let a punch go. It might have been 2 whole minutes. But if you watch the fight, if you go back to the beginning of the fight, the very first round, Bud Crawford made it across the middle of the ring and quickly applied that jab. But with the jab was the pressure. He was making sure he was stepping to him behind the jab. It wasn't just a jab. He making sure he closing in. With that, Canelo got to pick up his timing. What a lot of people don't understand is the Mexican style, a lot of times, not all the time. Let me say this again. The Mexican style, a lot of times, not all the time, early in the fights, they trying to pick up your rhythm. Pick up your timing. Why? I'm going to get in between those shots. I'm going to go to your body. I'm going to slow you down. The thing is, Bud Crawford did a great job at keeping his range. Bud Crawford did a great job at keeping his range. I don't think y'all heard me the first time. That's why I said it twice. He applied the kind of jab where if you wasn't using your jab, you was kind of going to get mentally stuck. And that's kind of what happened to Canelo Alvarez. He started having brain farts. Why? Because he didn't think. Here's the thing. When Canelo fought Floyd, he was big and bad, but he was young. And he knew in his heart it was some experience missing. It was some things missing that he was going to learn. But if you fast forward to the Bud Crawford fight, this is a different Canelo. This Canelo is saying, nobody beats this Canelo. Especially not a guy moving up in weight. And I've been the man at this weight for a while. I've been the man at this weight for a while. You understand? So ain't nobody just gonna come up here and get crazy with me. You understand? We just watched a 6'1", 6'2" William Skoll run from him for 12 rounds. So Canelo, in his mind, yeah, I still got that fear factor thing. I still got that intimidation factor. I still got that. As long as I apply some of that, these dudes ain't gonna want no trouble with me. They ain't gonna want no trouble with me. You crazy? I'm Canelo. I'll break your neck. That's how Canelo coming off. Hold, let me hit the light, cousin. But Crawford, on the other hand, super focused. The most focused I ever seen him. More focused than he was in the Earl Spence fight. Let me hit the light for y'all. Shine up a little bit. This the most focus I ever seen Bud Crawford. His confidence was through the roof. His confidence was through the roof because I felt like because this is my opinion. This is not Bud Crawford saying this out his mouth. This is my opinion. This is my opinion after watching the fight. I feel like Bud Crawford's confidence was through the roof because this was the perfect time for him. It was the perfect time for him because after beating Earl Spence, he assured the world that he was the real deal. He assured the world that he was the real deal. I told y'all to stop playing with me. That was that kind of fight. That kind of the way he beat Earl Spence was like, I told y'all stop playing with me. Like I've been telling y'all a long time, chill, leave me alone. He get the fight with Madrimov, fill out 54. First fight at 54, first shot at the title at 54. He go up here and win, but it's not an impressive win. So now everybody's questioning him. What I kept speaking on with that fight was, listen, I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all again, fighting a guy, a grown man who has the legs of a kid, a teenager, is going to be hard anywhere, any weight class. Because grown men, especially professional grown men, don't fight bouncing on their toes the entire night. Madrimov is able to do that. Difficult fight. A lot of people said, Greg, you making excuses for Bud. He ain't looked that good. He got hit with a lot of right hands. So I say, yo, it's going to look like that when you can't see the angle. When you can't pick up on that timing, it's going to look like that. Shit going to get like that. You know what I mean? All right. Well, we got Canelo Alvarez this time. Big bad motherfucker. 168 pounds. 5'8". Okay. I kept trying to tell people, listen, Canelo Alvarez been beating up bigger guys. That is impressive when you focus on the size. But when you look at this difference in skills, when you look at the difference in athleticism, all right, good wins, great wins. Not taking it away from him because the man still got to go in there and fight. The thing is, he's able to be impressive because his skill level, his speed, his athleticism. Canelo's athletic as well. Don't think he not. Don't think he not. I'm gonna get into that later on how you can tell Canelo is athletic. Just not as athletic as a Bud Crawford, but that's fair. We just talking about men here. We're not talking about creative players. We talking about men. So before the fight, I'm thinking to myself, could Bud Crawford outbox him? He could. But can he handle the power? Can he handle the strength? I'm thinking the same thing everybody else thinking. I'm thinking the same thing everybody else thinking. It's going to be tough for this guy to go up to 168 and handle Canelo's strength and power. That was the main question. Now, like I said earlier, my question for Canelo was his gas tank going to be on full? Was he going to have the endurance? If Bud Crawford was able to stay away from him when he needed to and box him the way he did, was Canelo going to be able to handle that, as far as his conditioning? He made the rounds. He did. Brother Kareem, appreciate the love and support. What do you believe was one of the most overlooked weapons Crawford utilized? One of the most overlooked weapons. Ooh. I think to be fair, his composure. I think his composure. Some people might not see composure as a weapon. Some people may not see that, but that's a great weapon to have. I'm going to say his composure. His composure, because a lot of times when Canelo load up shots, people freak out. Fighters freak out. They get to twisting and turning all kind of ways. They get to jumping out, hands in the air, leaning back, falling. You know what I'm saying? I think it was composure for me. The reason I say composure is because it was times in the fight where Bud Crawford sit inside. It's two mean hooks coming his way. He calm as possible. But come back to the body. But back up top with a hook. Mean shots. And guess what? When Bud was trying on his gloves, y'all seen that clip? When Bud was trying on his gloves and he was going, pew, pew. Hey, he meant that shit, cuz. I don't know what kind of gun that was, but he meant that shit. Hey, yo. Hey, he meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? A son child. Super calm in the pocket. Super calm in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Saying composure. That was the question was overlooked weapons. What's one of the most overlooked weapons in that Crawford utilized? For me, it was the composure. I know some people not gonna see that as a weapon, but for me, that was a weapon. Because you can't get at to anybody. You can't just walk in the store and buy that. All cylinders, bro. Hey, Ro, you ain't lying. And he was giving him the pew, pew. That bitch was working. You hear me? So we go back into the beginning of the fight. I felt like because Canelo gave away so much in that first round, he didn't give away so much, but I mean, it's the fill out round. You try to fill out, try to see what we got going on here. You know what I'm saying? He kept his range. He kept his range. He kept his range beautifully. Bud Crawford. Canelo at the same time, like I said, I felt like he was trying to pick up his rhythm. He was trying to feel what it is that Bud Crawford do. You know what I mean? He was trying to see his angles. So, all right, I get Canelo doing that. It's the first round. You ain't got to waste nothing big in the first round. But the second round that was the round I gave to Canelo. I think I gave the second round to Canelo because unlike the first round, he was firing in the second round. He was really letting his hands go in the second round. I felt like he landed some good body shots. He was trying to go up top. He didn't get up top too much, but he was letting his jab go a little bit. He was trying to get inside and rip that overhand, rip that hook. But he did touch that body enough times. Bud landed some good shit too. Check hooked him, controlled him with the jab, touched him with the left hand. You know what I mean? It was just a good round. But that was the round I gave Canelo. But like I said in the very beginning, the very, very beginning of this video, I don't know if it was the very beginning, but it was the very beginning of me breaking down this fight. I said that this fight was being fought at a Bud Crawford pace. That's why I gave him so many rounds, because he was dictating the action. He was controlling Canelo. Canelo even said that his mind was saying one thing and his body was reacting in a different way. That's from being controlled in the ring. When you have everything in front of you that you want and you know it's going to be there and you touching it, you're not going to have that trouble, because every time you think of something, it's going to come out and it's going to be successful in some type of way. So you're not going to look at it like, oh, no, I just couldn't do what I wanted. No, now the fact that he couldn't do what I wanted, now it's like my body ain't acting right, because the brain is sending signals to the body, but the body isn't reacting. What's popping? Tat it up. What up? You know what I'm saying? The body isn't reacting. The brain is understanding and sending signals. Come on, let your hands go. Oh, do this, do that. But your body don't feel it because your eyes don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford took a lot away from Canelo. If you rewind back to the second round, Canelo threw a lot of big right hands over the top. Fell short by maybe this much. Shot come out. Bud lean back a little bit, look at it. Shot come out. Like I said, in the second round, Canelo landed some good body shots. But look at that big overhand miss. Go back to that second round and look at that big overhand miss. What that does to a fighter is, if a fighter fire one of his favorite punches and the favorite punch missed by a mile, in boxing, this is a mile. About 2 miles, 3 miles. You know what I'm saying? But this is about a mile in boxing. Shot missed that much. You know what I'm saying? So if a fighter shots is falling short consistently, the shot he want, the shot he looking for. If the shot he's looking for consistently is falling short at about a mile, 2 miles, he gonna begin to get discouraged over time. You know what I mean? The Bull T, appreciate the donation. He said, Bud beats Floyd. That Zab fight tells me that. That's interesting. Interesting. We can get into that a little later. Yeah, they definitely got me back. I'm home. The demon home. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. I was getting the letters, y'all, while I was away. I appreciate that, man. For sure. But that's going to discourage a guy missing them shots like that. Now, moving on. At the end of the second, Bud landed like a short combination. Not nothing big. Double jab over top of the left hand, back around with the hook. You know what I'm saying? But in the third round, realized I can start putting my speed together. I can start touching this guy. Reem, appreciate the love and support. My man Kareem Milner. Hey, yo, listen, he was a pro fighter too. He don't like to tell people all the time, but my man was sharp. No amateur background. Coming out of Virginia. My man was sharp. I seen the tapes. Maybe a dumb question. Do you believe Canelo had too much high-quality sparring in camp? That's a thinking man. That right there is a thinking man. Could you be hinting at the fact that Canelo had so much high-caliber sparring that he left some of the fight in the gym? That's what made me think that when you ask that question. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying that's the reason. I wouldn't do that at all. I wouldn't dare. But I'm just saying. That's a great question. That's actually a great question. Could the caliber of sparring? Now we're not gonna say that's why Bud beat him, but we're not gonna say, oh, Bud beat him because he was getting all this high caliber sparring. No. That's not what we're saying. Bud did what he's supposed to do. Bud looked great. What I'm saying is going in there. Well, I'm not even gonna say what I'm saying. What my man Kareem's saying. Going in there, boxing the Boots Ennis, a Yo-Yo Hernandez, the kid Val Saint. You getting that high caliber of boxing like that, young, hungry horses, and they running you around that track 3 times a week. Could it be that Canelo Alvarez left some of the fight in the gym because he had to go to war 3 days a week? Could it be? That's a great question, Reem. That's a great question. Hey, I'm not going to say it did. I'm not going to say it didn't. I don't know, but that's a hell of a question. That could be looked into, though. But the thing is, I don't think Canelo would speak on that. Put it like that. I don't think anybody from that team would speak on that. That's interesting. I thought it was also interesting we ain't hear nothing about a rematch. I thought that was crazy. Canelo usually the type of guy that's like, no, I want that smoke again. The fact that he don't want to rematch Bud, I do think that's kind of crazy a little bit. I don't know. But like I was saying, Bud Crawford in the third round started to tamper with his hand speed a little bit. He seen that he could, shut Canelo down with the hand speed. He could score shots without Canelo being able to return because let's just say he put a 1-2-3 on Canelo from the southpaw stance. Bud Crawford put a 1-2-3 out there. Boom. At the end of the 1-2-3, boom, he pivoting out. Or he's stepping around. Boom, boom, boom. He's stepping around, changing the angle. What happens is Canelo Alvarez now has to reset. He got to go back to the beginning of the drawing board and figure out how he going to get to Bud Crawford. Meanwhile, Bud Crawford is active behind his jab, active footwork, great hand speed, great accuracy. The jab was landing beautifully. Again, hints back to me saying the fight was being fought at a Bud Crawford's pace. Did Canelo land some good shots? Hell yeah, he landed some good shots. Did he land any big, powerful shots? No, I don't think so. But he landed some good right hands. Shit like that. Right hands to the body. But those big ultra uppercuts, those big ultra left hooks, those big ultra overhands, I felt like Canelo Alvarez got frustrated easily within the first 4 rounds simply because he could feel the strength of a Bud Crawford. He could feel the speed. He could feel the rhythm from his body, and he knew it was going to be a great fight from right there. So I felt like Canelo got discouraged early in the fight. Of course, Canelo is going to continue to fight. He not the type of guy that's going to quit. But I feel like mentally he was discouraged simply because he knew he wasn't going to be able to land the big shots that he liked to land. They said, Greg, it was the toe injury. I don't know, man. He did like a little dance before he came on. I thought he was cool. Might have been, though. I don't know. It was the left foot. You ain't hear when the translator quoted Canelo in the corner saying he gets me. That's what I'm saying. When I be listening to the fights, I really don't be having the volume on. So I be missing a lot of little shit like that. You know what I mean? No, I never really heard anything else about the toe. What you mean, am I rapping? So again, like I said, I felt like Canelo got discouraged early in the fight. He said the translation was off. Canelo had turf toe injury. I think, all right, so with Canelo getting discouraged early in a fight like that, and him not being so explosive, him not being so fast, him not being so accurate as he would like to be, I think it really discouraged Canelo Alvarez. Again, yeah, he's going to continue to fight. He's definitely going to continue to fight. That's what he do. He's a warrior. And shout out to Canelo Alvarez too, because after the fight, he never make excuses. Canelo, he never make excuses. He say, I lost. I lost to a great fighter. I never heard him make an excuse anyway. But he always say, I lost to a great fighter. He was better than me that night. I give it to him for that. A lot of guys, when they lose, they come up with all types of shit. Sometimes it's valid though. Sometimes it's valid. We have seen some bad calls out here, and we'll get into that later. But we definitely seen some bad calls. And speaking on that, I think the score calling, I'm gonna be honest. I think a lot of that shit got to do with the entertainment part too. Cause some of that shit just don't be making sense. Some of them scores just don't be making sense. In this fight, the 115, 113, 2 times, that's wild. That's very wild. No way. But I think it's because after a fight like this, we all on the edge of our seats. We waiting for the call. We trying to see how they see it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that got to do with the entertainment part too. I think some of these scores, I know they be tripping because it still was a unanimous decision. But 115, 113 twice, that's like, huh? And like I said, it give you that feeling of like anxiety where everybody on the edge of these seats and they like, all right, please don't do it to him. Please don't do it to him. You know, everybody got them parlays. Everybody got them bets. They looking at their tickets. Please don't do it, please. You know what I'm saying? Don't do me like that, baby. Come on. We need this one. Motherfuckers was dropping bags. You hear me? Yo, speaking of that, one of my young boys, he called me. He said, G, I got 4,000 on Canelo. What you think? I said, bro, don't put all your bread on Canelo. He said, man, ain't no way Bud could beat that boy, man. This fight already over. That's what he said to me. I said, bro, put 1,000 on Bud, put 1,000 on Canelo, put 2,000 on the draw if you gonna do it like that. If you gonna do it like that. If you gonna just go all 4,000 on Canelo, spread that love around. Why you gonna put all the love in one place? Now you got a crazy stomach ache, crazy headache, and one of your eyes don't work. I don't want that feeling, baby. Biz lost 25K. Shoot that Showbiz? For real? Showbiz put 25K on Canelo? Whoa, cousin. He acting crazy. Showbiz could do that. That's some shit I'd have get. My old lady would have shot me for some shit. Like, I'd have got shot over some shit like that. It'd have been like, nigga Greg left the jail and went to the hospital. Fuck that. Fuck that. A quarter? Yes. Never. I don't believe nobody that much. Fuck that. Parham said I lost 700. I would have been hot. I mean, I was hot. That's what I'm saying. 25 large? What? On one person? No. And this is a two-way street? No way. Spread that love around, cousin. Hell no. I wish I had Showbiz number. I'd have been like, don't do that. You tripping. Oh, he tripping. Canelo lost Jay-Z 500K. Jay-Z bet 500K? Oh my goodness, tripping. He said, Parham said, how Showbiz didn't see that coming. Hey, yo, y'all funny as shit, man. Y'all gotta chill, man. Hey, yo. He said, I need that money, Jake. Real shit. Yo, why the fuck every page comparing Floyd to Bud is corny? Yeah, yo. I don't like that neither. 2 different time zones. Oh, my God. He said Canelo made half of Mexico lose money. No bullshit, bro. I reposted a bull on Twitter. He went back to his job. All you hear him saying is, all right, man, I need that money, man. Where that money at? All you see, no bullshit. This ain't no racist shit. These niggas at work, bro. All these niggas work together, bro. The black boy walk up, he walk up to the gate. He like, yo, I need that money, yo. One by one, these Mexican boys come out, digging in their wallets and shit. Hey, yo, he got 100 from one bull, 200 from another bull, 100 from one bull, 200 from another bull. One bull was saying, I'm going to pay you on Zelle. The other bull was like, I owe you 500. Yo, this shit was crazy. I said, oh, shit. That was a nice little cleanup, bro. I ain't gonna fraud. That was a nice cleanup. Oh my God. Imagine going back to work on a Monday being like, you're first thing first, before anybody pick up a shovel. Before anybody try to go to lunch, get my bread. Oh shit. Yo, he caught everybody together too. That was the funniest shit. They all in the one spot working. Let's get it. And he had somebody holding the camera. And he was counting the bread as he was getting it. Oh, that shit was killing me, bro. Bro, that shit was killing me, bro. I said, oh my God, bro. Get mines, man. Pay me my dinero. That's what he said. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, no bullshit. That's what he said, bro. He was like, "Get me my bread. Like, we're not gonna keep doing this." Sitting there counting. All right, look, your man was right here. He even bet so many motherfuckers he forgot. Like, he didn't forget that he bet people, but he was like, man, where your man at? The one that was on the ground over here. The one that bet me that was laying on the ground. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Hey, that's how this shit go, baby. Great sport, man. Dana White trying to change shit up. We ain't going for that, cousin. Go ahead, man. Go somewhere for something bad happen. No, but listen, back to the fight. Yeah, then he said he gonna buy everybody lunch. He said we gonna get some barbecue. Y'all want barbecue? That was thorough though. Have a little cookout for the gang. Sponsor the barbecue. Barbecue probably gonna be like 200 all together. After you grab everything you need for the barbecue. Probably like a smooth 200, grab some beers. You know what I mean? Grab a half a cow. Oh, yeah, it's on. Let's get it. But no, listen, man. Bud Crawford, one of the big questions I keep getting is, Bud, where you put him at? I mean, Greg, where you put him at in your all-time list? I'm like, bro, it's hard. But I've been thinking, he got to be top 10. He got to be top 10. I think top 10. He definitely top 10. I'm not going to fraud. He definitely top 10. Great wins on his record. I mean, they've been against him from the beginning, if we be honest. Bud Crawford ain't never had nobody on his side. You know what I'm saying? He never was the draw. Even though he went home, sold out. I believe when he went back to Omaha, fought in front of Omaha, I believe he sold out. So So I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. When I say top 5, I mean when I say top 10, that don't mean you number 10. I gotta really sit down and think. I gotta really sit down and think. But I'm putting him at 10 with the accomplishments. Because of the accomplishments, I'm putting him top 10. Dudes, cause what I realized back in the day, with them dudes, they got the crazy records, 215 wins and 187 wins and shit like that. It wasn't as many belts, and then it wasn't like these dudes was fighting a lot. Like they was fighting a lot. And that's part of where the credit lies for the guys back in the day. It was a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men be wore out by 15 fights, 20 fights. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes was having hundreds of fights. You know what I'm saying? At least the high tens. You know what I'm saying? 80 something fights, 90 something fights. You know what I'm saying? So even though the accomplishments might not be that crazy, but just that many attempts is crazy to me. 15 round fights, smaller gloves too. The smaller weights used to use 6 ounces, and the heavyweights was using 8s back in the day. Back in the day, the heavyweights was wearing 8s. That's what I'm saying. This shit was way different. But you gotta be fair. But accomplishments, five division champion, 3 division undisputed. Gotta be fair, bro. Put him in there. Put him in the top 10, bro. You got to. He did. That's a lot of work, bro. He put some real work in, and the odds was against him. And he knocked out a lot of dudes. Knocked out a lot of dudes. A lot of people say Bud Crawford record before Spence ain't that sturdy, but it's only because, to be honest, it's because of people who don't box, don't know. And it's more people that don't box than it is people that actually box. So that's why, to people, they say Bud Crawford's record before Spence, before Porter, it wasn't really that good. But if you really understand boxing, he had a tough route, bro. Back to the fight, though. Canelo Alvarez, to me, stepped behind. The hand speed, everything gave him trouble. The hand speed, the strength. He made Bud was a lot stronger than he thought. Bud was a lot quicker than he thought. Bud was a lot more endured. You know what I'm saying? He could take the shot. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't what people was trying to make it out to be. It really just came down to 2 men and skills. And Bud Crawford's skill set was superior to Canelo. Yeah, Canelo is a legend. Don't take it from him. He did some great things. Canelo is definitely a legend. But it's like Bud Crawford made it look easy, bro. And I don't want to say it like that because I don't want to think that a fight of that level would be easy. But Bud Crawford kind of made that fight look easy, bro. That jab was money. The rhythm was money. His timing was money. The combination punching was money. The stabs to the body was money. The defense was money. I mean, come on. I had it 11-1. I did. I had it 11-1. I felt like Canelo was paralyzed in that fight. And again, I had it 11-1 because the fight was being fought at Bud Crawford's pace. Whatever Bud Crawford wanted to do, he was able to do when he wanted to do it. That, to me, says he was controlling the fight. The ring generalship, the ring IQ, the boxing IQ, everything was there. Nothing was missing. Nothing was left home. The only thing we was missing in that fight was a stoppage. AC, all you gotta do is watch the fight, bro. If you want me to explain to you, hey AC, if you want to watch the fight with me and you want me to explain to you why, like I'm breaking it down for you, I'll do that, bro. Hey Omic, And that's why it was crazy to say when somebody asked me about Bud Crawford's prime. When was it that he reached his prime? I said he never really did reach his prime because he got better every fight. Every fight was a better Bud Crawford, except for the Madrimov fight. And that fight, I even learned some things about Bud. You know what I'm saying? And I even seen some things about his mental. You know what I'm saying? 2 cents says Zell 250. What y'all got to bet? 2 cents y'all got to bet? They in here betting that money, man. But it was just to see more rounds for Canelo. And I tried to see more rounds for Canelo, but I watched him struggle. I watched him run into shots. You know what I'm saying? I watched him get controlled. I watched him get manipulated. I watched everything happen to him. Oh, you said 250 for the personal breakdown? You right. That's why I fuck with you, B. That's why I fuck with you. We doing personal breakdowns for the 250. Fuck it. Y'all heard what my man said. Y'all heard my man 2 cents said, man, for the personal breakdowns, the one-on-ones, 250. I like that number, gang. 250. That means we gonna sit down $2.50. You tripping. That means we gonna sit down and we gonna break this shit down round for round. And if it take 2 hours, then it take 2 hours. But it shouldn't take 2 hours. It should take a little over an hour. But we gonna break it down. Greg, you don't have no waves. You tripping. If I go get this sheep cut off, once I get the sheep layer cut off, that shit gonna be like, welcome to the island of Oasis. Welcome to the sea. Gee, if this back in the day in a 15 rounder, what happens first? Stoppage or a towel thrown in by Canelo team? Ooh, I don't know. I think that stoppage might come first. That big left hand that landed in the last 10 seconds of the actual fight in the 12th round, that joint was heavy. Caribbean Bull. Go ahead and give us the breakdown. I've been breaking it down. You ain't been listening. Appreciate the donation, Cowboy. I've been breaking this shit down like the last 45 minutes. He would have quit on the store. Clouds, you're 247. Do you think he will retire? Who that? Bud or Canelo? I think they both should retire, to be honest. Cause I don't think Bud will get his just due, paper wise, and I don't think Canelo. I don't think Canelo. I don't think Canelo should take another loss. I think, and not that I would take anything from him, but the people will. You know what I'm saying? Canelo took another loss, people would take shit from him. And he got a lot of fights, bro. Yeah, yo, appreciate the love and support. Ali, Roy, Floyd, Leonard, Ray Robinson, top 5 first 3 not to debate. Ali, Roy, and Ray Leonard and Floyd. Ali, Roy, and Floyd. Ali, Roy, and Floyd. The first 3 not debatable. Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson before all of them. Ali got his style from Ray Robinson. Ray Leonard got his style from Ali. They all said it. So I got Ray Robinson first, but then I got Willie Pep in there. It's too much, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's too much with the errors. Bud definitely a legend though. Not taking nothing from me. Canelo Alvarez got frustrated, y'all. He got frustrated in the fight. Bud Crawford was too fast, too sharp. Inside and out. Defense was perfect. Combination punching was perfect. The hand speed was on time. The timing was ticking. Everything was there. It wasn't a beat missing. It wasn't a beat missing. Canelo Alvarez just couldn't hang. When it come to Canelo Alvarez, it's like you got to be in the perfect position for him to land what he want to land. You got to be in that right spot for him to get off what he want to get off. You feel me? If you're not sitting there waiting on them bombs, you're going to have a hard time, especially if you getting in between, especially if you're controlling with the jab. I think the jab meant so much. And again, I'm telling y'all, it was the size. It was the size. It was the fact that they was the same size. That was different for Canelo. Canelo has gotten used to fighting bigger guys. It became easier to him because he was able to throw those big wide shots with those bigger guys. You know what I mean? They give you a smaller guy. I mean, who's about the same height, long arms, you know what I'm saying? Great boxing ability, great speed, reflexes, things like that. It's trouble. Canelo was bound to get frustrated. We've seen it too many times. Mentally, he wanted to quit and peep his fans wasn't even trying to encourage him. Yeah, they knew he was sunk in. That's a great observation, Cloud. They definitely knew he was sunk in. There's nothing for him to do. Great fight. Hey, listen, I ain't playing though. They let me out of jail, so I ain't playing. I gotta go get ready to go to the gym, but listen, I ain't playing. I'll probably be back 2 more times a day. We gonna get this shit rocking. They did me dirty. They booked me for a whole week. Took my pistol. I got my pistol back though, but they took all my ammo. He took my sneakers. He took the shoestrings out of my sneakers. Took the shoestrings out of my sneaks. What else I had? They gave me my belt back. I got everything. I'm good. But it's cool. We just got home. We gonna get acclimated. Call everybody we need to call. Tap in with everybody we need to tap in with. You feel me? Had to get a new phone. Appreciate the love and support, y'all. GregieCash, GREGIE, Cash. Appreciate the love and support, y'all. We home. Tell everybody, too, Greg Hackett home. I'm on their ass. And ramen noodles still selling like hotcakes. You know it. That's how I was making it through. The noodles. Once I got my commissary, my noodle, all noodles. They said, G, you don't want nothing else? All noodles. I'm making shit happen in there. I even stopped the stabbing with 5 boxes of noodles. Come on, man. Somebody's about to lose their life in there. Bivol and Bud, I don't want to see that. I stopped the whole stabbing with 5 boxes of noodles, bro. We ain't doing that. Let my man rock, man. Hey, Foreign, what you say, Foreign? Put noodles on niggas. You know what I mean? Hey, Bang, you already know, Bang. I'm like, cuz, why would you do that, cuz? Why would you do that? Fucking G, I'm getting him out of here. I said, yeah, but you only got 3 more left. What is you doing? You stab him, you fuck around, kill him. They gonna put a whole, you know what I'm saying, on you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, G, fuck all that, bro. I gotta eat. He playing. You gotta eat. I go in the locker, grabbing 5 joints, man. Chill, man. Be cool. Leave that nigga alone. You feel me? Right to his door. We ain't gotta worry about nothing. Just chill. I'm home now, though. Stop playing with me. Definitely gotta go see the barber and all that. Gotta go see my man Rello. Appreciate the love and support. Yeah, I mean, shout out to my man Bang too. He was answering that phone for me, man. Shout out to my man Brandon Alashik, man. He was answering that phone for me, man. You feel me? Actually, my lawyer and Brandon Alashik, they related. I found that out later. Heavy burpees for sure. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, heavy burpees on my West Coast shit. Ugh. Stop playing with me. GHB TV, man, we back, man. Tell them we back. We ain't going nowhere this time. They try that shit again, somebody gonna get hurt behind this shit. You hear me? I ain't playing. I don't know if it do. It do. I don't know. I feel like all the spots I got, they just coming from age. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I'm out here. I'm home, man. I appreciate the love and support, man. Get with me. GHB TV, GregieCash on Cash App, Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, Greg Hackett on Facebook, Greg Hackett 86 on TikTok. Appreciate the love and support, man. Get with